Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Pastors Chat with Coley and Tonks.
That's it. It's good to have you back this week.
Yes,
back in your seat.
Yes, we got very busy last week, and so it was good to have Josh sitting in here.
It was good fun.
It was excellent.
You did
it was
good.
very
Hope you
interesting.
enjoyed it. Yeah, learn a few new things.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
and we're hoping maybe we will have some other people stepping in from time to time.
Get a few guests on the show. Get a bit of fresh content.
Yeah,
fresh perspective.
Elders. Hopefully our wives.
Yep, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Be good fun.
So
Yep.
look out for that in the coming weeks.
Yep. Maybe comment below. Who do you want to see on the show? On Pastors Chat. Let us know.
That could be dangerous.
It could be. Who knows? We might not be able to get the high A graders, but we'll see who we can get.
Yeah.
That's
And we
right.
can't have anyone who is better than us.
No, exactly. Got to be just a little bit worse than
That's
us.
right.
That's it. Have you been enjoying our Sabbath series? We're in 2
it's
weeks in now.
fantastic. Really good.
Yep.
Really good.
Got a special treat for you this week as well. I've done this week, and me and Clinton were a bit busy, and we did it a bit differently. So
Yes,
look
I
forward
haven't
to
seen it yet,
Yep.
so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so it'll be quite good.
It's the beauty of being able to pre-record and get creative and imaginative with what
That's
we're doing.
right. That's right. We're not limited just to one piece of stage in one room, so keep an eye out for that one.
Excellent.
While we've been talking about Sabbath, we thought it'd be a great idea to talk about rest and how do you rest? How do I rest? We've touched on it now and then, but
Yeah, just
thought
a
it'd be
little
good.
bit. So
Yeah.
I thought we could go in a bit more depth about it today.
Yep, that's it. And that's what. How do you rest? It'd be great to know, but we're going to share some ways. So, what is it? What's your number one thing, or one of the things you love
Well,
to do?
one of
to
the things
rest?
I love to do, and again, we have mentioned this in the past, but I love to play video games.
Great.
And
Great
particularly, I'm not a big modern gamer. I grew up with Atari and those older games, and I just love to be able to just chill out, put on a couple of favourite games, sometimes discover a new favourite, and I just love to play games. I've set up a shed in my backyard, and I call it my game cave. So I've put all my consoles, all my games in there, a couple of really nice TVs,
Very nice.
a big comfy chair,
Yeah, that's the key thing. Yeah.
and just get in there and just thoroughly enjoy a couple of hours at a time,
Yep.
playing a few games, and it's just really
Beautiful.
relaxing.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Although I should say it should be relaxing.
Yep.
I did get
Well,
very
if you
frustrated
start
the other
losing,
day.
yeah.
I was playing a game called Load Runner. It's a real old classic, and man, my controller came close to being thrown through the television.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful there. Video games can bring out the worst anger sometimes.
Absolutely.
Just frustration.
Yeah.
It's all anger at yourself.
But you're a bit of a gamer as well.
Yeah, that's my first one I'll say to rest. I love gaming. One of the best things about building a home office or having to work at home, I've been able to set that up, but I've set my gaming room up in the same area. So it's been great being able to sit there and play Xbox mostly at the moment.
Yep.
More a modern gamer. I'll try and play whatever the most modern console is and just occasionally dabble in the old games. But yeah, I love to. I play online a lot, so I get the went and bought a headset a little while ago. So you put on, you can connect. It's the only way I was able to talk to my mates during the COVID stuff. We're in isolation, so we had to chat to each other on the Xbox instead of.
I've never played an online video game.
Never.
Ever.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. It's just
No,
like
no online
Oh.
River Raid.
No, it's great. It's like you're talking on the phones. You're still catching up with your mates, but you can you can beat them in the game and you can trash talk and all that sort of stuff. So it was a good way to still feel connected. Particularly, a lot of guys struggle to just give to each other a call and see how they're going, but being able to play the video game was great. So, but I love playing single player games. I love playing multiplayer games. It's great just to sit back on the couch and just do nothing for a couple of hours and just. It's probably that escapism idea, but you just get your mind completely onto something else and forget about what else is happening.
Absolutely. Fantastic. What about another one? What else have you got there?
Sport is one of my other ones. So I love sport and just about any kind. So my favourite's football, which is one I talk about a lot, but I love watching any sorts of sport. Basketball is good fun. UFC, something I've taken into lately in the last couple of years that I get right into now. Yeah, I don't think you'd enjoy UFC, but I love watching it. It's good fun. At first, you sort of desensitise a little bit, but it's great to get into as well. So, but just about anything. I love watching the sport docos that ESPN pull out. I watched Lance Armstrong's last week. That was really good. It's about 4 hour long doco. It's fantastic doco, very interesting. But just anything sport related, I just love. The thing I love about sport the most, it helps me relax. It is one of the only things that you do not know what's going to happen next. TV's too unpredictable nowadays. You get a rough idea of what's happening, where the plot's going. You just never know in sport. It's unscripted, so I love it.
So it is very relaxing, but how relaxing is it when there's about 5 minutes to go in the last quarter and Geelong's down by 2 goals?
It's stressful as I hate close games. Yeah, that's where sport and video games both the same. They're hard to rest sometimes because it just brings out your worst anger, and you end up leaving less rested than you did when you started watching.
Is there any sport you dislike watching?
Oh, there's not a lot. There's some that I hate. Rugby. Rugby's really hard to watch. Yeah.
I just find,
even soccer,
for example, golf is so pointless
I
to
don't
watch.
mind golf. more fun to play.
Yeah.
But I don't mind watching golf, but I can't watch it for long periods of time.
And isn't that weird when it comes down to Commonwealth Games or Olympic Games that we get addicted to watching sports that normally we would never watch?
Curling when the Winter Olympics is on. You get on the edge of your seat with curling.
Lawn bowls.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
during COVID, I had to watch a bit of darts and table tennis because they're the only live sports you could watch. Yeah, it was pretty boring. Yeah. What else you got there?
Reading.
Oh, yes.
I find reading, we did one of our pastors' chats a while ago about our favourite books. Both Coley and I, we love to read. A number of years ago, I went over to America on a study tour. And while I was gone, and I got to go to America and do all that, Kylie kind of thought that she would treat herself, and she went to Tilly's and bought this really fancy, big, comfy chair. And that was her chair. But the last few years, I've stolen her chair. So now it's my reading chair.
Oh, perfect.
But a really comfy chair. I've got a nice big bright lamp, a shelf beside the chair so I can put my coffee there, and a nice footstool. Get really relaxed, really comfortable. And I just love to read. And so I'm always on the lookout for new books. I try to set myself a goal. I start off at 20 books a year. Then I went to 25 books a year. Last year, I hit 30. So I'm hoping to do 30 this year as well.
Fantastic.
So it's just a great way to feed yourself as a leader, like get some good quality, but also just read some fiction or, I love to read a lot of biographies about rock stars and things like that. So it doesn't have to be
that's good.
A spiritually nurturing book.
That's
just
right.
Again, rest, relax. Even sometimes as pastors, get your mind off the leadership and
definitely.
and off the
it's good to read some of those other
spiritual
sort of books.
thing. And
autobiographies are good for that. Just
Yes.
getting the story behind stuff. And I love it.
I've just finished reading it. I've just finished reading a book. One of my favourite singer-songwriters is Ian Hunter.
Couldn't tell you who that is.
526 pages it was.
Oh,
and
wow.
It was
It's a lot.
massive. So I've been reading that for nearly 2 months.
Yeah, right. It's a long book for an unknown artist.
Huge.
Yeah. Who was he in?
Well, the scary bit is it only touched on his life up until 1975.
Oh, wow.
And they've got volume 2 coming out in about a month or two,
Okay.
which goes from about 1975 through to today. And that's reportedly to be about 600 pages.
Yeah, wow.
So,
Crazy.
dooley.
Yeah. Well, my next one that I like to do is cafe hop, I guess you could call it, or just try different cafes. But just love going, particularly Saturday morning, we go to a few, but just love going to cafes and having a coffee or breakfast. Just love, particularly, at the moment, my favourite cafe is not opening after COVID, decided to shut. And they made the best eggs Benny in town. And not many places have eggs Benedict. They're all other types of dishes, which I do really enjoy. It's just like you go to. It's like the chicken palmy of breakfast, basically. So I really enjoy doing that. Me and Elise will go to different cafes.
What's your go-tos at the moment? Got a
At the
couple of
moment,
favourites?
I've been going to Nash 13th Street just because the young
good.
guy that works in there is just good, and the crew there, they're all really nice.
Their toasties are phenomenal.
They do great toasties. The bread's this
boy.
thick. Yeah, and it's just a good, quiet place to sit. It's not too hustle bustle, so highly rate that. Black Milk, really good as well. It's only takeaway at the moment, but I really enjoy going there. So they're probably my two go-tos. Glow's quite good as well. But you can say we're spoilt for choice now in Mildura for coffee.
It's nice to just get out, and now that restrictions are lifting, to get out from the house and to go elsewhere.
Feels like a real treat. I think we took it for granted a lot earlier, but now you really help do it intentionally. Yep. You got any more on your list? I got one more.
Yes, well, watching TV, it seems to be a bit of an obvious one, but I more mean the watching TV thing. That's something that Coley and I do together. So on the weekends or an evening, just sit on the couch together, put on a favourite TV show, something we both enjoy, a good comedy.
No reality
MasterChef.
TV then?
Well, MasterChef, we like MasterChef. Survivor is something we watch together. Lately we've been watching, and this sounds a bit strange, we've been watching Great American Railway Journeys.
My parents watch that.
On SBS Catch Up. So we watch that through the Xbox on SBS Catch Up. It's about this fella, Michael, and he goes all over America on train journeys. And so because right now, as we're recording, Colin and I are meant to be in America. We're heading to New Orleans this week.
Oh,
so
it's a good place
we've obviously missed that because of COVID.
Yep.
So we've been able to kind of enjoy a bit of a holiday while watching the television.
Why does Kylie need to jump on a plane when she can just watch it on the TV?
Yeah, not the same, but it's just nice to sit together in the business of her work, the business of church work, and just spend time on the couch doing nothing. Sometimes I might tickle her feet or just have something to eat together. Just a really nice, relaxing thing to do.
Yeah, well, my last one is just to go for a run. Just love
Yeah.
getting out there and running, get good energy out there, and just particularly down the river and stuff. Find if I go somewhere scenic, I can run a lot further, and just enjoy that. You get out. I find something relaxing when you exercise. It sounds weird, even though it wears you out a bit. Just makes you feel, I don't know, like you've achieved something in your rest, but like you're doing,
Yeah.
So it sounds a bit funny, but I love especially just getting down the river when I run.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky in Mildura to have so many good
Podcast
tracks.
while you run?
Yeah, I'll put a podcast or music. Depends what speed I want to run at. Music makes me run faster, but podcast probably think a bit
I'll
more.
give you some of my really heavy metal albums. You'd be
Yeah, I'd probably try and run away from them. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't jog,
Yep.
as you can probably tell. But I have been walking the dog
Okay.
a lot more
Yep.
during COVID.
Excellent.
And that's become probably a similar thing. It's getting out of the house.
Yeah.
It's an exercise component. And I love to spend time with my dog. We go for about a 4 or 5K walk. And
Nice.
again, put the headphones in, listen to some podcasts.
Yeah.
And I find that when you do that, and I do the same when I'm mowing, when I go to the gym, which we can finally do next week, I think. But put those headphones in and listen to a podcast. To me, it like then shuts out the world a bit.
Yeah, it's good.
That's where you can sort of let it go and rest. So even if you're doing something active like jogging, walking the dog, mowing lawns or whatever, it just has that rest component because of the shutting the world
That's
out.
it. Even though it's important to get to solitude and time with God, I think with the rest time, it is important just to get your mind off
Yep.
the things that wear you out or that take up your time or that where your mind sits the whole
Absolutely.
week. So just that escapism style where you're taking your mind somewhere else. Very important.
Well, last week I did touch on the message about that we are dust. We're from dust. We are mortal. We're frail. We can get sick. We get tired, hungry, all that. So if we don't find that time to physically and mentally and emotionally rest, we're going to crash.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's been great to talk about that for another pastor's chat.
Absolutely.
And we're going to hopefully have some more great, exciting topics coming up for you in the future.
Yep.
And one last thing before we finish. I don't know if you watched the end of our pastor's chat. We've been doing some great children's stories at church. And
Yes.
Josh sent out a challenge. You've been cooking some pretty revolting stuff for him. And he's been a trooper and he's ate it. He wants for the next children's story, he's going to think up the link and how it relates to the Bible because we've got to make sure it's good Bible-based content.
Yeah, true.
You have to eat something that he cooks. You
Yeah,
up for the
well, I'm up
challenge?
for the challenge, Josh Tonkin. So you come up with a story with a good link to a good, strong Bible lesson for our kids, and we'll do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There is cannibals somewhere in the Bible, though, isn't there? Hopefully, it's not that link. Wait and see. But that's been great chatting to you again today, having a pastor's
Absolutely.
chat, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you later,
Catch you
everyone.
guys.